Coming up on the list, DriveThru Toy Store. We're testing out kid fun from 3 different fast food giants. Plus, one grandma's incredible bucket list trip goes viral. How her amazing journey is inspiring the world. Then, retro RV travel is blowing up, but the prices won't blow your budget. At the top of our list.
Vacation season is coming, and today we're talking about road tripping. There are now 9 million recreational vehicles on the road, an all-time high. And while a lot of tech is being built into the new ones, a lot of love is being poured into the old ones. Saving money and savoring nostalgia with retro RVs is on the top of our list. RVs are more popular than ever, with over 430,000 shipped out last year. But it's not just new rigs owning the road. Vintage RVs are surging in popularity too.
A lot of these trailers are 50 years that we restore, and then they're good for another 50 years. So it's less expensive than the new ones, and they're built way better than the white box trailers.
Retro RVs founder John Abbott says there are several roads you can take to get rolling in an RV. The first option, buying one as is.
This is so cool. Tell me about this trailer.
This trailer is a 1961 Safari. It's 22 feet long, and it's all original inside. It's got the original paint and all the original appliances, the pink appliances, even the original pink toilet.
And so something like this, because it has the original appliances, really adds value.
Yeah, the originality of it makes it worth about 30% more than one that's more modern.
Wow. So if you find one like this, keep it.
Keep it vintage, yeah.
Just the way it is.
If you're looking to modernize, find one that's not quite in this kind of shape so that you're not taking away from what the value is of that trailer.
Which brings us to our next option. If you want something more customized, start with a fixer-upper.
So it's a little bit of the best of both worlds, because you have the outside has that vintage feel, but on the inside it has all of the modern amenities that somebody might like in a brand new trailer.
Right.
But is it going to cost as much as a brand new trailer?
No, it's going to be about half the price of what the current models are going for.
Wow.
But there are a couple of things to watch out for, including the frame rumbling, rust, and floor rot.
In Airstreams and a lot of the others, the floor actually extends under the wall. So if it's rotten, we have to lift the shell up off the floor, replace the floor, and then drop it back down. And that runs about $6,000 right now.
And the last option, not sure you're ready to commit? Rent a retro RV. You don't have to store the big beast and no experience required.
So do you have to be an expert to rent one of these?
No, we do an orientation first, and we say it takes an hour, some of them take 2 hours, but we go through how everything works so that you have a good feel for it, how to hook it up, how to tow and all of that, how to set up camp.
So even if it's just a weekend or a week, people can kind of live like they're in the 1950s, 1960s era.
Right, not only do you get to travel, you also get to time travel.
Taking a trip down vintage RV lane on the top of the list.
One amazing RV road trip turned into the awe-inspiring story of a 90-year-old woman whose last wish was to travel the country. Her family chronicled the experience in a new book called Driving Miss Norma, and they say there are lessons we can all learn from her on the to-do list.
We have some news for you. We got a book deal. Your story's going to be made into a book. What do you think of that? Can you give us a woohoo or something?
That's Miss Norma. Around 7 months ago, when her son Tim and his wife Rami explained that her story was being turned into a book, Driving Miss Norma.
I don't think she realized that it was going to be a powerful work that's going to affect and inspire people. I think she thought more it was going to be just a storybook of our travels, and that's it. But boy, it turned out to be much more than that.
It sure did, and there's a whole lot we can learn from one petite 90-year-old woman. You've got to start where Miss Norma did, by saying yes to living.
She was diagnosed with cancer 2 days after her husband died, and we were faced with what many families are faced with. What do we do with Mom now? She's a widow and she's sick, and we have some decisions to make.
She decided not to have treatment and instead take her son and daughter-in-law's offer to travel the country together with their dog, Ringo.
It was either a nursing home or, like a lot of families do, they bring their loved one into the home, and ours just happened to be a mobile home.
Our house had wheels.
Our house had wheels.
And that led to the trip of a lifetime, through countless states, meeting new friends along the way, on boats, in parades, basketball games and beaches. All those stops led to our next lesson. Find out who you really are, which is how Norma got the Miss in front of her name.
We knew that there was a 60-foot tall statue of the Jolly Green Giant in Blue Earth, Minnesota. Between kind of gut-busting laughter, I was able to get a couple photographs off, and at that moment we realized that there's something in this wonderful woman that we've never seen before.
Her personality sprouted there, it really did.
Just being herself showed her family a whole new side.
And if I had not taken her on the road, I would have not had the joy and privilege to get to know a really wonderful person who turns out is going to have an incredible impact in this world. I would have never guessed my mom had that capability or possibility or, yeah.
Miss Norma may not be with us anymore, but she left us with this last lesson. Pass it on.
She said, I don't need a funeral. We don't have any room for flowers in the motorhome. She said, but wouldn't it be nice if people could spread more joy and have an experience like I just did my last year?
It's never too late to spread some joy and live life just like Miss Norma did.
If you want to celebrate Miss Norma's life, a piece of cake, a piece of key lime pie, a beer.
A beer.
If you don't do beer, root beer float will do.
She loved the root beer floats.
Yeah.
Celebrating life is on our to-do list.
Some parts of road tripping never get old. The odd little diners, the sketchy campsites, and the stop-offs at crazy places like windmills made of corn and the world's largest onion. A look at our favorite roadside attractions across America.
Road tripping isn't the same without a touch of Americana. Stretch your legs and your dollar with these 3 free roadside attractions across America. Number 1, the largest ball of paint in Alexandria, Indiana.
If you're tired of the same old thing, come to Alexandria and see the paintball.
In 1977, Mike Carmichael painted a baseball with his 3-year-old son, and then they just kept painting it.
It's nothing but paint.
40 years later, there are over 25,000 layers, and tourists from all over the world come to add their layer for free. It's even featured in the documentary Roadside Ambition.
He's the Van Gogh of Alexandria.
Next, the blue whale of Catoosa, Oklahoma.
You're in the tail of the giant blue whale.
Made by hand, this Route 66 icon has attracted tourists since it was built in the early 70s.
People would see you swimming down here, they'd stop and want to know if they could swim, and Dad said, yeah, go ahead.
It started to fall apart in the late 80s. Restored by volunteers, there's still no swimming, but people keep coming.
It's for the little kids to catch their first fish, and they will remember where they caught their first fish.
Finally, walk through the gates of hell, Michigan.
Welcome to hell.
Yes, this tiny town is like a year-round Halloween land where you can play miniature golf in a cemetery in hell, get married in hell, even become the mayor of hell for a day.
I'm a little devil from hell.
Since it's Michigan, you can be there when hell freezes over.
You are familiar with our university, aren't you?
No.
Damn you.
Don't forget to visit the gift shop where you can send postcards from. That's right, hell.
I'll see you in hell. I'll see you in hell.
Attracting the road tripper in you across America.
Now, almost every car trip includes a stop for fast food, and chances are the kids will get something fun to go with that burger because, get this, McDonald's is actually the world's largest toy distributor. And they're not the only ones. Teresa Strasser is hitting the DriveThru Toy store on The Breakdown.
When you buy McDonald's Happy Meal, you can become the master changer, because you'll get a food toy that changes into an amazing robot.
Back in 1979, McDonald's turned the drive-thru restaurant into a toy store with the Happy Meal.
With games, puzzles, jokes, and a prize.
A prize?
And these days, the big chains are busting out popular toys from mega franchises to lure us in. Our first stop at the drive-thru toy store.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you today?
The Golden Arches and their Nintendo toys.
Hi, may I have a Happy Meal?
Pro tip, you can buy the toys without having to purchase a Happy Meal.
How much? $1. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Whoa! I am getting $1 worth of joy from this.
Next up, the King is summoning us with nostalgia.
I feel like I'm about to get it my way, which is with a Care Bear. May I have 2 kids' meals, one with Care Bear and one with Voltron?
2 kids' meals.
And by the way, it's cookie now, okay? We don't have the toy anymore.
No toy? If you really care about getting a Care Bear or any other toy promotion, you have to act fast because they only last about a month.
Care Bearless, we roll on to our final stop, Sonic.
How are you today? I'm interested in the Teen Titan toy. Okay, here's our loot from Sonic. Teen Titans, go!
A newer fast food toy trend, some chains offer digital content along with the prize.
Beast Boy interacts with the app that you can download on your phone. Loading, choose your toy.
For links to current fast food toy promotions, just pull into thelisttv.com.
I don't really understand how to play it, but I'm kind of old.
Getting our daily allowance of sugar, salt, and fun.
Kind of want this game to be over.
The drive-thru toy store is on the breakdown.
Get this! A third of American families will go on vacation this year. Coming up next, 3 apps that will make your family road trip a breeze. Plus, superstars sing in their car just like you.
Oh my God, I love this song!
Check out this awesome viral video. Then, amazing national parks you've got to visit. Stay tuned. There's more coming up next on the list.
One thing we all know about road tripping, it's a lot more pleasant if the kids you're traveling with are happy and distracted. Lucky for you, we found some excellent kids movies they probably haven't seen, at least not 1,000 times, on the hot list.
The first kids movie on our list, Winnie the Pooh.
Woo-hoo-hoo! A simple hello would do. Thank you very much.
This 2011 animated movie reunites us with the much-loved characters from the 100-Acre Wood, like Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, and of course, the honey-obsessed Pooh Bear.
Silly old bear.
It has 90% positive reviews on RottenTomatoes.com for being a short and sweet family treat.
I gotta admit, he's a handsome devil. Look at the chin on this kid.
Now from a Tigger to a fox, a fantastic Mr. Fox that is, at number 2.
And so it begins.
This 2009 stop-motion animated movie was based on the famous children's story from Roald Dahl, and yes, that is how you say the iconic author's name.
You really are fantastic.
I try.
Those familiar voices are George Clooney and Meryl Streep. Add in Bill Murray and Owen Wilson among the voices, and you have a star-studded movie that earned this flick 92% good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
Woo! Should we dance?
This movie's directed by Wes Anderson, so get ready for some left-of-center humor.
I don't have a bandit hat, but I modified this tube sock. We look good. Yeah.
Let's keep the animated animal fun going with Shaun the Sheep at number 3. A celebration is definitely in order since this 2015 stop-motion animation has 99% good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie follows Shaun the Sheep and the rest of his flock as they evade capture on a trip outside their farm. If you haven't figured it out by now, the sheep don't talk because sheep, they don't talk. So their actions drive the entertainment. And good news, if your kids like it, you can tell them there's a sequel in the works already.
And we're taking it back to 1996 next for our final kids movie, James and the Giant Peach is at number 4.
Come on, James! This is another classic from Roald Dahl, but this movie's Tim Burton style really sets it apart.
Thank you, sir.
It's about a sassy spider, a lovely ladybug, and a brave centipede who help their best friend James become a hero.
We're going to New York City!
With 93% good reviews, it's a safe bet your kids and you will be pleasantly entertained.
That's enough chit-chat. I'm freezing.
Movies that'll keep your kids from driving you crazy on the hot list.
Nowadays, people plan their road trips on a computer and use GPS to stay on track. So when it comes to road trips, forget maps. It's all about apps. Lindsay Granger has a few to jazz up your journey. So Lindsay, show us your app.
According to AAA, 35% of Americans are planning to vacation at least 50 miles away from home this year. If you'll be hitting the highway for a getaway, I have 3 apps you should download now. First up, hit all the hot spots with Road Trippers.
Just plan your trip, sync with your phone, and you'll get turn-by-turn directions to the most unique restaurants, shops, and attractions on the road.
The free app allows you to navigate your trip while accessing guides with information so you don't miss anything along your route.
For the explorer, the most extraordinary, out-of-the-way places you'll ever see. For the planner, flexibility to change your mind.
You can also read reviews from other travelers so you know before you go. Then get directions for the entire trip and share it with friends and family. Next, Hotel Tonight.
Hotel Tonight connects adventure-seeking impulse travelers with just-in-time hotel rooms wherever they land.
The free app offers last-minute discounted rates for luxury suites, budget rooms, and everything in between. It also comes with 24/7 customer support.
It allows adventurous travel seekers to go out and be as spontaneous as they want to be.
Just store your credit card info on the app and your next hotel room is a few clicks away. Never sock out in the backseat of your car again. And finally, Flush.
Rushing to the nearest bathroom, John finds that it is closed, and it seems to be no other bathroom inside. Fortunately, he downloaded the handy Flush app.
We all need to break up a long trip with rest stops. The free app has a database of thousands of public toilets and uses Google Maps to get you there in a cinch. And get this, the app works offline, so no internet connection is required to find a toilet. What apps are you using for hassle-free road tripping? Tweet me at IamLindsayG and show me your app.
5 ways to win at life with the list. Know the next big thing.
You don't need a lot of space to have a stunning home.
Save time with life hacks.
You can extend their shelf life for about 3 to 5 days.
Do it yourself.
Pour it in and attach the pump, and you're good to go.
Find great deals.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Stay healthy the easy way.
I love it! This is so fun!
Get your next epic win. Watch the list.
Friends, if you are taking a road trip, it's not just about the journey.
Nope, the destination is just as important.
That's right. So today on the Buzz List, we're looking at travelandleisure.com's list of the most underrated national parks in America.
Nice. The most crowded places like Great Smoky Mountains Park get more than 9 million visitors a year. Others like the Grand Canyon and Yosemite receive up to 10 million visitors combined. That's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding. So, to help you avoid the insane crowds, here are 3 of our favorites from their list.
At number 3, Channel Islands National Park off the coast of California.
Yes, there are 145 plant and animal species found nowhere else in the world, and less than 30,000 people a year visit.
You can also take a boat ride and see humpback, blue, and gray whale migration.
You know, I love a great humpback whale sighting.
Who doesn't?
Am I right? All right, number 2, Congaree National Park in South Carolina.
This piece of floodplain forest covers over 22,000 acres and is one of the highest canopies in the world.
You know, it seems daunting, but the Park Service has made it pretty easy with designated canoe trails along the Congaree River.
And at number 1, Great Basin National Park in Nevada.
You know, when I think of Nevada, I think of Vegas.
Right.
But about 4.5 hours north is a 77,000 acre park that covers from 5,000 feet above sea level to peaks at 13,000 feet.
Wow, and for all you sky watchers out there, it's also among the darkest parks in the lower 48.
Wow, you know, I love being able to see the Milky Way. I love being able to eat a Milky Way, but seeing one is awesome as well.
Me too. They're both super cool. To see their full list of underrated national parks, head on over to thelisttv.com.
And that's our Buzz List.
Get the List app right now. Access awesome hacks, DIY projects, and every list you need to simplify your life. Just search the List TV in the App Store and Google Play. On the next list, 1. Would you eat meat grown in a lab? From the farm to the petri dish, this is the new frontier of meat eating. 2. Trade your coffee for some hot sauce. The strange places you can find caffeine these days. And 3. If you can't keep your fingers still, we've got the perfect toys for every fidgeter. All that on tomorrow's list.
No road trip is complete without great music. I don't know about you, but I like to sing along like I'm in carpool karaoke. And it seems that Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban like to do that too on the viral list.
What if I fall? I won't let you fall. What if I cry? I promise I'll never make you cry. And if I get scared, I'll hold you tighter. When they try to get to you, baby, I'll be the fighter.
Keith Urban and Carrie Underwood's song The Fighter has been a huge hit this year, but it's Keith's wife Nicole Kidman who steals the show with her lip sync style.
Oh my god, I love this song!
Good. Thank goodness.
Keith posted this video on his YouTube channel and says the song is dedicated to his famous wife. Head to thelisttv.com for the whole video and your ultimate road trip playlist, singing to your heart's content while putting the pedal to the metal on the viral list.
You know what? Keith and Nicole, they celebrate their 11th wedding anniversary next month. Very impressive.
Yeah, they're so sweet together. And it looks like they had so much fun making that video.
They did, didn't they? You know what they say? The couple that sings and road trips together stays together.
Heard that.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
We'll see you tomorrow.